Disney-like experience and appeal both to the surface and the core level, and this is essentially how we build the irresistible offer.
Well, yeah, that's true. Actually, I mean, you've got an overt irresistible offer, and you've got an irresistible offer that's sort of embedded in the fabric of what you're doing. And what I mean by that is that if you've put together a proposition predicated on the science of persuasion, that manifestly will produce something that is irresistible to people, because there's nothing else like it, and it gives you the basis of, kind of a new decision to transact in a way that, you hadn't previously thought about how you might want to transact. But then again, you've never seen anything like that before. So that in itself is irresistible. But in addition to that, you need, I believe, an irresistible offer as such, and that is, it's that one thing that goes slam dunk, yes, I need to do this. I would be crazy not to do this. And that can be something, that's bolted in after the fact. In our case, an irresistible offer is the 200% money back guarantee. So yeah, we've delivered an irresistible proposition through, what we are as a business now and what our content platform looks like. But an intrinsic part of the commercial dynamic was for us to inject an irresistible offer being a 200% money back guarantee. So you've got an irresistible proposition, which you need to strive for, and you need an irresistible offer, which is the thing that just melts away any objections to people wanting to part with their money. Seth Godin, says that you should find products for your customers, not customers for your products, and he's absolutely true. And he also says that, the role of a business owner is really in the connection economy, is to create magic, to create relations. It's to connect. It's to be a human being when society encourages people not to be human beings. The industrial economy has got a lot to answer for. It's produced all these ways of operating, all these ways of thinking, and there's a guy in Hong Kong who runs a sort of a mini VC firm here, and he described people who work for corporations as living in the matrix. And what he means by that is that you don't have control over how you live your life. From a Monday to Friday perspective, 9 till 6, you adopt what is basically a social identity. You're not really reflecting your core identity there. You're only reflecting your core identity when you go home and sit around with your family, right? Or when you're out there really achieving the things that, are personal to you and they're important to you. So, the whole idea of the connection economy and feeling your market and taking on board the lessons of Seth Godin is to allow you as a human being and the essence of who you are to be propagated and understood, thereby allowing all the people that you want to have relationships with to know who you are as a person, and that you are trustworthy, and that there is risk-free for them. And that means you have to develop something that's irresistible for them. And so you have to think about things like transparency, tell your story, show everybody what you think, how you think, what you're doing. That's why I do what I'm doing here. I'm just being completely transparent with everybody. You need to show your vulnerabilities. My story talks about all the mistakes that I made and how I needed to learn from that, and that I did make those mistakes, and I made those mistakes based on common human failings that we all have, and we're all one step away from making a mistake, right? It's just the decision points, and of course we all learn from our decisions, but I had to take 10 years of bad decision making before I could actually think about what a future might look like for myself, where the decisions that I was making were likely not to be mistakes. They were based on things that I'd learned because of research that I'd done, and knowing that the dynamic around where I was in my life at that time, I didn't have that much time left. I'm 55 now. I was going into my 50s when I had to start again from scratch. That's a scary thought. Am I going to waste another 10 years because of the decisions that I'm making? So the whole purpose of of what I'm doing now with intelligent content marketing is designed to show people what I'm really all about. So that's what other professionals that want to emulate this need to do as well. It may sound like it's such a challenging thing to do, but actually all you're doing is being human and storytelling.